The courtroom is packed this Tuesday morning. Judge Frank Caprio sits at the bench. His reading glasses rest on his nose. He looks at the file in front of him. The bailiff stands ready. Case number 2025, TR 94512, the bailiff calls out. His voice echoes in the room. The City of Providence versus Ethan Rivera. A young man walks forward. He's maybe 19 years old. His shirt is wrinkled but clean. His pants have a small stain near the knee. His shoes are old. The sole on the left one is coming loose. You can see it flapping slightly when he walks. His hair is combed neat, but his hands shake a little. Judge Caprio looks up. He smiles. It's warm, friendly. Good morning, Mr. Rivera. How are you today? Ethan swallows hard. I'm okay, Your Honor. Thank you for asking. Please tell me what brings you to court today. Ethan takes a breath. I got a parking ticket, sir. 3 weeks ago, on Westminster Street. The judge looks at the file. I see that. $95. You parked in a no-parking zone during morning rush hour. He looks up at Ethan. That's a busy time. That's why the city doesn't allow parking there. It blocks traffic. Can you tell me what happened? Ethan nods. His voice is quiet. Yes, sir. I can explain. I didn't want to park there. I knew it was wrong, but I had a job interview. People in the courtroom lean forward. They want to hear this. A job interview, Judge Caprio repeats. Tell me about it. I'm a student at Providence College, Ethan begins. His voice gets a bit steadier. I'm studying business. I'm in my second year. I work part-time at a grocery store. I stock shelves at night, from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Then I go to class. The judge nods. He's listening carefully. 3 weeks ago, I got an email. It was from Horizon Marketing. That's a company downtown. They had an internship opening. A real one. Paid. $15 an hour. That's more than I make now. And it's in my field. Marketing. What I want to do after I graduate. Ethan's eyes light up a little when he talks about this. You can see it matters to him. The email said they wanted to interview me. But there was a problem. They only had one spot open. Tuesday morning. 9 a.m. That was the only time. I said yes right away. Judge Caprio writes something down. You said yes. That's good. Then what? I got off work at 6 that morning. I went home. I showered. I put on my best clothes. This shirt. He gestures to the wrinkled blue button-up he's wearing. These pants. I ironed them. I wanted to look professional. A woman in the third row wipes her eye. She's smiling but looks sad. I left my apartment at 8:15. The interview was at 9. The office is on Westminster Street. I thought I had plenty of time, but I didn't think about parking. You didn't plan for parking, the judge asks. His tone isn't mean. Just curious. I did, sir. I really did. I looked online. There's a parking garage 2 blocks away. $5 an hour. I had the money saved. But when I got there at 8:40, it was full. Completely full. A sign said no spaces available. Ethan's voice cracks a little. I drove around. I was looking for another garage. Or a meter. Anything. But everything was taken. It was rush hour. Everyone was going to work. I checked my phone. It was 8:52. I had 8 minutes. The courtroom is silent. Everyone is listening. I saw the spot on Westminster. Right in front of the building. There was a sign. Red letters. No parking. Tow zone. I saw it. I read it. But I looked at my phone again. 8:54. The interview was on the 3rd floor. I had 6 minutes. Ethan looks down. I made a choice. I parked there. I put on my hazards. I thought maybe if I was quick, it would be okay. I ran inside. Judge Caprio leans forward. How long were you gone? 47 minutes, sir. The interview went long. They asked so many questions. I thought it was going well. When I came back down, the ticket was on my windshield. $95. The judge looks at the file again. Did you get the job, Mr. Rivera? Ethan's face falls. No, sir. They called me 3 days later. They said I was their second choice. They went with someone who had more experience. I'm sorry to hear that, Judge Caprio says. And he sounds like he means it. Tell me something. $95. That's not a small amount. Why haven't you paid it? It's been 3 weeks. The fine goes up if you wait. Ethan shifts his weight. I know, Your Honor. I wanted to pay it right away. But I couldn't. I live alone. My rent is $900 a month. I share an apartment with 2 other guys, but that's still my share. My student loans don't cover everything. I pay for food, for bus fare, for my phone. I need my phone for school and work. He pulls out his wallet. It's thin, worn. I get paid every 2 weeks at the grocery store. After rent and food and my phone bill, I have maybe $80 left. Some weeks less. What about your family? The judge asks. Can they help? Ethan's jaw tightens. My mom raised me alone, sir. She cleans houses. 5 days a week. Sometimes 6. She has bad knees. The doctor says she needs surgery. But she doesn't have insurance. She can't afford to take time off. She already helps me with school. She sends me $40 a month. That's all she can spare. A man in the back row shakes his head. He looks angry, but not at Ethan, at the situation. My dad left when I was 3. I don't know where he is. I have a younger sister. She's 16, still in high school. She lives with my mom. My mom is saving money for her college. I don't want to ask her for this. She'd pay it, even if it hurt her. That's who she is. But I can't let her do that. Judge Caprio takes off his glasses. He rubs his eyes. So you came to court today hoping for what exactly? I'm hoping you can give me time, Your Honor. Let me make payments. $20 a month. I can do that. It'll take me 5 months. But I'll pay every penny. I promise. The judge looks at him for a long moment. Mr. Rivera, do you understand why we have parking laws? Yes, sir. For safety. For traffic flow. So emergency vehicles can get through. That's right. And do you understand that what you did was wrong? Yes, sir. Completely. I knew it when I did it. I just didn't know what else to do. I thought it was my only chance. Judge Caprio nods slowly. He looks at the clerk. Can you pull up Mr. Rivera's driving record? The clerk types on her computer. Clean, Your Honor. No tickets. No accidents. Not even a warning. How long have you been driving, Mr. Rivera? 3 years, sir. Since I turned 16. And this is your first ticket? Yes, sir. The judge writes something down. He's quiet for a moment. The courtroom waits. You can hear people breathing. The clock on the wall ticks. Then Judge Caprio looks up. There's something in his eyes. Something soft. Mr. Rivera, I want to tell you something. Come closer. Ethan steps forward. He's right at the bench now. When I was young, about your age, I needed a job too. It was different times. But the feeling was the same. You know what that feeling is. Sir. Desperation. That feeling when you need something so badly that you make choices you normally wouldn't make. Not bad choices. Just desperate ones. Ethan nods. His eyes are wet now. You parked illegally. That's true. But why did you do it? Because you're careless? No. Because you're entitled? No. Because you don't respect the law? No. The judge shakes his head. You did it because you're a young man trying to build a life. Trying to find opportunity. Trying to make something of yourself. The woman in the third row is crying now. She's not alone. You work nights. You go to school during the day. You're exhausted. But you keep going. Why? For a piece of paper called a degree? No. Because you believe in something. You believe that hard work matters. That education matters. That trying matters. Judge Caprio picks up the ticket. He looks at it. You didn't get the job. That hurts. I know it does. But you tried. You showed up. You put on your best clothes. You ran into that building with hope in your heart. That's worth something. Ethan can't speak. He just nods. Your mother cleans houses. She has bad knees. But she sends you $40 a month because she believes in you. Your sister is watching you. Seeing what you do. Learning from your example. You're carrying a lot, Mr. Rivera. More than most 19-year-olds carry. The judge sets the ticket down. He folds his hands. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dismiss this ticket. The courtroom erupts. People gasp. Someone claps. The bailiff smiles. Ethan's eyes go wide. What? Your Honor, I don't understand. The ticket is dismissed. $95. You don't owe it. But why? I broke the law. I parked illegally. Judge Caprio smiles. It's big. Warm. Because I have the power to show mercy. And because you deserve it. You're not a criminal. You're not careless. You're a young man doing his best. Sometimes the system should recognize that. Ethan's face crumbles. Not from sadness. From relief. From gratitude. From shock. Tears run down his cheeks. He doesn't try to hide them. Thank you, he whispers. Thank you so much. You're welcome. But I'm not done. Ethan wipes his eyes. Sir. Tell me something. Are you still looking for an internship? For that marketing job you wanted? Yes, sir. Every day. I apply to 5 or 6 places a week. Judge Caprio looks at the clerk. Maria, call my friend Vincent. He runs Providence Media Group. Tell him I'm sending someone over. Tell him I vouch for this young man personally. The clerk nods. She picks up the phone. Ethan can't believe what he's hearing. Your Honor, you don't have to do that. I know I don't have to. I want to. Vincent is always looking for interns. Good ones. Hard-working ones. People who show up. People who try. The judge points at Ethan. That's you. I don't know what to say. Say you'll go see him. This afternoon if you can. Maria will give you his information. His office is on Weybosset Street. Do you know where that is? Yes, sir. I can find it. Good. And this time, plan for parking. The judge winks. The courtroom laughs. It's a good laugh. A happy one. Ethan laughs too. Through his tears. I will, sir. I promise. One more thing. Judge Caprio's voice gets serious again. Your mother. The one with bad knees. Yes. There's a free clinic on Broad Street. St. Mary's Community Health Center. They help people who don't have insurance. Tell your mother to go there. Tell them Judge Caprio sent her. They'll take care of her. Okay. Ethan is full-on crying now. He can't stop. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're a good son. A good student. A good man. Keep going. Don't give up. The world needs people like you. Ethan nods. He can't form words anymore. You're dismissed. Go see Vincent. Get that internship. Make your mother proud. Ethan turns to leave. His legs are shaky. He walks toward the courtroom doors. Then he stops. He turns back. Your Honor. Judge Caprio looks up. Yes. I'm going to pay it forward. Someday. When I can. When I have a good job. When I'm doing better. I'm going to help someone the way you helped me today. I promise. The judge smiles. It reaches his eyes. I know you will, Mr. Rivera. I know you will. Ethan walks out. The doors close behind him. The courtroom is silent for a moment. Then someone starts clapping. One person. Then 2. Then everyone. The whole room is applauding. For Ethan. For the judge. For justice done right. Judge Caprio waves them to stop. But he's smiling. You can tell he's moved too. Next case, he says quietly. The bailiff calls the next number. Life in the court goes on. But something shifted. Everyone in that room felt it. They saw something real. Something human. Something good. 2 hours later, Ethan Rivera walks into Providence Media Group. His shirt is still wrinkled. His shoes still have that flapping sole. But his head is high. His heart is full. The receptionist smiles at him. You must be Ethan. Vincent is expecting you. He said Judge Caprio called. Go right in. Ethan walks down the hall. He knocks on a door. Come in. He opens it. A man in his 50s sits behind a desk. He has gray hair. Kind eyes. Ethan Rivera? Yes, sir. Sit down. Frank Caprio called me. Told me about you. Told me you're special. Frank doesn't call me often. When he does, I listen. Tell me about yourself. Ethan sits. He tells his story. About school. About work. About the grocery store. About his mom. About trying. About not giving up. Vincent listens. He nods. He smiles. 40 minutes later, he extends his hand. When can you start? Ethan shakes it. His grip is firm. Tomorrow, sir. I can start tomorrow. Perfect. Be here at 9 a.m. We'll get you set up. $15 an hour to start. 20 hours a week. You'll work with our digital marketing team. Learn the business. If you do well, we'll talk about full-time after graduation. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Don't thank me. Thank Frank. And yourself. You showed up. That matters. Ethan walks out of that building different than he walked in. He has a job. A real one. In his field. With potential. With a future. He calls his mom from a sidewalk. She answers on the second ring. Me, Joe. Are you okay? What happened at court? Mom, you won't believe it. The judge dismissed the ticket. Then he got me a job. His mother gasps. What? How? He tells her everything. Every word. Every moment. She cries. He cries. They cry together over the phone. And Mom, there's more. There's a free clinic. St. Mary's. The judge told me about it. For your knees. They can help you. Ethan, I don't know. I don't like charity. It's not charity, Mom. It's help. There's a difference. Please. For me. Go see them. She's quiet. Then, okay. I'll go. I'll call them tomorrow. Thank you. I'm so proud of you, Mijo. So proud. I love you, Mom. I love you too. He hangs up. He stands on that sidewalk. The sun is shining. The city is loud around him. Cars honk. People rush by. But he just stands there, taking it in, feeling it. 3 months pass. Ethan is thriving at Providence Media Group. He works 20 hours a week. He's learning fast. Vincent says he's a natural. The team likes him. He's reliable, creative, hardworking. His grades at school improve. He's less stressed. He still works nights at the grocery store, but only 3 nights a week now. He has time to study, to sleep, to breathe. His mom went to St. Mary's Clinic. They scheduled her knee surgery, free of charge. A generous donor covers the costs. She doesn't know who, but she's grateful. The surgery is in 2 weeks. Ethan will take time off to care for her. Vincent already approved it. His little sister calls him every week now. She asks about college, about his job, about his life. She's proud of her big brother. She wants to be like him. Study hard, work hard, make something of herself. One Tuesday morning, Ethan walks into Providence Municipal Court. Not because he has to, because he wants to. He asks to see Judge Caprio. The clerk tells him the judge is busy. Court is in session. Can I wait? Ethan asks. Sure. Have a seat. He sits in the gallery. He watches case after case. He sees the judge work. Firm but fair. Stern but kind. Listening to every person. Giving everyone a chance. At noon, court breaks for lunch. Judge Caprio walks toward his chambers. He sees Ethan. Mr. Rivera, what are you doing here? Are you in trouble again? He's joking. You can hear it in his voice. Ethan stands. No, sir. I'm not in trouble. I just wanted to thank you. In person. Properly. The judge walks over. How's the job? Amazing, sir. Vincent is great. I'm learning so much. He even said he wants to offer me a full-time position after I graduate. That's wonderful. I knew you'd do well. And my mom. She's getting her surgery in 2 weeks. Because of that clinic you told us about. Judge Caprio puts his hand on Ethan's shoulder. I'm glad. She deserves help. You both do. Your Honor, I wanted to give you something. Ethan reaches into his bag. He pulls out an envelope. He hands it to the judge. Judge Caprio opens it. Inside is a check. $95. And a note. The note reads, Dear Judge Caprio, you dismissed my ticket 3 months ago. You showed me mercy when I didn't expect it. You helped me when I was lost. You gave me hope when I had none. This is the $95 I would have paid. But I'm not paying it to the city. I'm giving it to you. Not to keep. To give away. To someone else who needs it. Someone like me. Someone trying. Someone struggling. Someone who just needs a chance. I said I'd pay it forward. This is me starting. It's not much. But it's something. And I'll do more. I promise. When I graduate. When I have a career. I'll remember what you did. And I'll do it for others. Thank you for believing in me. With gratitude, Ethan Rivera. Judge Caprio reads the note twice. His eyes get glassy. He folds it carefully. He puts it back in the envelope with the check. Ethan, you didn't have to do this. I know, sir. But I wanted to. The judge looks at him. Really looks at him. You're going to do great things. I can see it. I hope so, sir. Because of you. No. Not because of me. Because of you. I just opened a door. You walk through it. They shake hands. Then Judge Caprio pulls him into a hug. It's brief, but meaningful. Keep going, son. The world needs you. Thank you, Your Honor, for everything. Ethan leaves. The judge stands there holding the envelope. He walks to his chambers. He sits at his desk. He opens his drawer. Inside are dozens of letters. Notes from people he's helped over the years. Thank you cards. Pictures. Tokens of gratitude. He adds Ethan's note to the collection. Then he makes a call. To a local charity. Providence Youth Fund. They help kids go to college. Hi, this is Judge Frank Caprio. I'd like to make a donation. $95. In honor of a young man named Ethan Rivera. He gives them the check number. The details. He hangs up. Then he opens his next file. The next case. The next person who needs help. Who needs a fair chance. Who needs justice. Because that's what he does. Every day. One person at a time. One case at a time. One moment at a time. The story of Ethan Rivera spreads. Someone in the courtroom that day recorded it on their phone. Not the whole thing. Just a short clip. Judge Caprio dismissing the ticket. Telling Ethan about the job. The hug at the end. They posted online. On TikTok. On Instagram. On Facebook. Within a week, it has 2 million views. Then 5 million. Then 10. The comments pour in. This is what justice should look like. That judge is a hero. I'm crying. This is beautiful. Faith in humanity restored. We need more judges like this. News outlets pick it up. Local news first. Then national. Good Morning America does a segment. They interview Judge Caprio. They try to interview Ethan, but he says no. He doesn't want attention. He just wants to work. To study. To live his life. But the impact is real. Across the country, people talk about it. In classrooms. In offices. At dinner tables. Did you see that video? About the judge and the college kid. Schools show it in social studies classes. To teach about justice. About mercy. About giving people chances. Law schools use it as a case study. About discretion. About the human element in law. About when the letter of the law and the spirit of the law align. Other judges start thinking differently. About who stands before them. About the circumstances. About how their decisions ripple outward. More people apply for internships. Employers report a surge in applications from college students. Students like Ethan. Working hard. Trying to build futures. St. Mary's Community Health Center gets more funding. Donations pour in. People want to help. They want to be part of something good. Providence Youth Fund sees a spike in contributions. The $95 Judge Caprio donated becomes $95,000. Then more. All from one moment. One choice. One act of mercy. 1 year later, Ethan Rivera graduates from Providence College. Top of his class in marketing. His mom is there. In a wheelchair, still recovering from surgery, but there. Smiling. Crying. Proud. His sister is there too. She's 17 now. Applying to colleges. Following her brother's path. Vincent from Providence Media Group is there. He offers Ethan a full-time position that day. $50,000 a year to start. Benefits. Career path. Future. Ethan accepts. Judge Frank Caprio is there too. In the crowd. In the back. He didn't tell Ethan he was coming. He just wanted to see it. To witness this young man cross that stage. To collect that degree. To step into his future. When they call Ethan's name, the judge stands. He claps. Louder than anyone. Ethan walks across that stage. He takes his diploma. He shakes the president's hand. He looks out at the crowd. He sees his mom. His sister. Vincent. And in the back, partly hidden but there, Judge Caprio. Their eyes meet. Ethan mouths 2 words, "Thank you." The judge nods. Just once. It's enough. After the ceremony, they find each other. The whole family. Vincent. The judge. They take a picture together. It's not staged. It's not for social media. It's just for them. A moment captured. A memory made. In that picture, you can see everything. Joy. Pride. Hope. Gratitude. Connection. Humanity. 5 years later, Ethan Rivera is the marketing director at Providence Media Group. He makes good money. He bought his mom a house. A small one. But it's hers. With a garden. And no stairs. Easy on her knees. His sister graduated college too. She's a teacher now. Elementary school. She shapes young minds. She tells her students about trying. About not giving up. About her brother who worked nights and went to school days and never stopped believing. Ethan started scholarship fund. The Rivera Caprio Scholarship. For students who work while going to school. Who come from struggle. Who need a chance. He funds it himself. $5,000 a year. 2 students. It's not huge. But it's something. It's paying forward. Like he promised. Judge Frank Caprio is still on the bench. Still hearing cases. Still giving people chances. Still showing mercy when mercy is deserved. He's older now. His hair is whiter. His hands shake a little when he writes. But his mind is sharp. His heart is full. His purpose is clear. He keeps that note from Ethan in his desk. Sometimes on hard days, he reads it. It reminds him why he does this, why it matters, why one person can change a life. Because that's the truth. One moment, one choice, one act of kindness. It ripples. It spreads. It multiplies. Ethan Rivera parked illegally one Tuesday morning 5 years ago. He was desperate, trying, hoping. He broke the rule, but he didn't break the spirit. And Judge Frank Caprio saw that. He saw a young man trying to build something, trying to be something. He saw potential, humanity, worth. So he made a choice. He dismissed the ticket. He made a call. He opened a door. And through that door walked not just Ethan Rivera, but hope, possibility, future. That's what justice can be. Not just punishment, not just rules, but humanity, understanding, mercy balanced with accountability. In that courtroom, on that Tuesday morning, everyone saw it. The system worked, not because of the law, but because of the person applying it, with wisdom, with heart, with eyes that see beyond the surface. They saw a judge who understands that sometimes the letter of the law and the spirit of the law are different things. And that wisdom is knowing which one to follow when. They saw that second chances matter. That mercy is not weakness. That helping someone up is more powerful than keeping them down. The video of that day still circulates. Years later, it still gets views, still gets shares, still gets comments. People still say, this is what justice should look like. And they're right. Because justice isn't just about rules. It's about people, about seeing them, hearing them, understanding them. It's about a 19-year-old kid with a flapping shoe sole and a wrinkled shirt who just needed one person to believe in him. It's about a judge who remembered what it was like to be young, to be desperate, to need a chance. It's about the moment those two people met, in a courtroom in Providence, on a random Tuesday, and one of them had the power to change everything, and chose to use it. That's justice. That's mercy. That's humanity at its best. And somewhere in Providence, Rhode Island, Ethan Rivera is working at his desk. He's creating marketing campaigns, building strategies, living his life, supporting his family, paying it forward. And somewhere in that same city, Judge Frank Caprio is sitting on the bench, listening to another case, another person, another story, looking for another moment to make a difference, another life to touch, another chance to show that the system can work, that people matter, that mercy has a place, because that's what he does. That's who he is. And because of him, a kid with $95 he couldn't pay became a man who gives $5,000 a year to help others. That's the ripple. That's the impact. That's the legacy. One ticket, one judge, one choice, one life changed, many lives touched. That's not just justice. That's hope. That's the best of what we can be. When we choose to see each other, to help each other, to lift each other up. The courtroom doors are always swinging. People coming in, people going out, each one carrying a story, each one deserving to be heard. And in Providence, in Judge Frank Caprio's courtroom, they are heard. They are seen. They are given chances. Because that's what justice looks like when it's done right, when it's done with heart, when it's done with humanity. And on that Tuesday morning, 5 years ago, a broke college kid with a parking ticket learned that lesson. The hard way and the beautiful way. And he's never forgotten it. And he never will. And neither will anyone who heard that story, who saw that moment, who felt that hope. Because hope is what we give each other. In small moments. In big decisions. In the space between the law and the human heart. And Judge Frank Caprio reminded us all that sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is not guilty or not guilty. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is, I see you. I hear you. You matter. And I'm going to help. That's what he said to Ethan Rivera, without using those exact words. But the meaning was clear. The impact was real. The change was permanent. And that's the end of this story. But it's also the beginning. Because every person Ethan helps through his scholarship, they'll help someone else. And those people will help others. On and on. Forever. That's how one moment of mercy becomes a lifetime of impact. That's how one judge's choice becomes a movement of hope. That's how one parking ticket becomes a story that changes how we think about justice. Money can buy many things. It can buy cars and clothes and comfort. But cannot buy mercy. It cannot buy compassion. It cannot buy the feeling of someone seeing your humanity and choosing to honor it. And in Judge Frank Caprio's courtroom, those things aren't for sale. They're given freely, to those who deserve them, to those who need them, to those who, like Ethan Rivera, are just trying to build something good in a hard world. That's the lesson. That's the truth. That's the story. And it's why we tell it. Again and again. Because we need to remember. We need to see. We need to know that justice can be merciful. That power can be kind. That systems can serve people, not just punish them. Judge Frank Caprio knows that. Ethan Rivera learned it. And now you know it too. So the next time you have power over someone's situation, remember this story. Remember the judge who dismissed a ticket. Remember the kid who just needed a chance. Remember that your choice might be the one that changes everything. Because it might be. And if it is, you'll have honored what justice truly means. Not just rules and punishments, but humanity, mercy, hope. And that's worth more than any fine, any sentence, any law. That's worth everything.